Well, good morning. Today is April 12th, 2022, and I'm on my way into the day job again. And you'll probably notice a trend. Yes, I'm very dedicated to my job. I don't take any days off from my primary source of income. It doesn't make any difference if I'm sick or not. I'm going to plow through it. So yesterday was a very productive day. Like I had mentioned, we got a lot done. Got some massive productivity done towards the mileage charts that we need for the tax deadline of the 15th. I did not find out if it's the 15th or the 18th. We're assuming it's the 15th right now, and therefore we're just plugging away. But was able to do some really good calculations and get that on the right track. So yesterday I did have to wait until the last minute to go on out, shut down the office, and go do a couple of jobs. I'm making again some good money, additional besides what my base pay is, and then turned on the secondary source of income and was able to match the same amount. So overall, it was a good day. It felt good to get back into the groove. That's the difficult part when you go from nothing and you're trying to build up the momentum, which then turns into paying off debts, socking away money for emergency fund, and socking away money for investments, et cetera, et cetera. You have to, go from standing still to getting momentum going. But once that momentum is started, it's usually a lot easier to keep it going. In other words, it's like a locomotive. If you take a train that's got itself at a standstill position, it takes a lot of power from the engine in order to go from zero to start to get the momentum going. But once that train is moving, it is unstoppable. So that's a good lesson to learn. Overcoming inertia in order to be able to gain momentum is one of the secrets to life. So we got that momentum started. Now the idea is to keep that going, and you can slow down once you got it going, because it just really doesn't take that much effort once you get the ball rolling. It's just getting it started. It's similar to the 10-year plan that we talked about. You start out with $1,000. You start contributing a little bit every week to that $1,000, and you're making money with the investments and the compounding interest. It just keeps on going and going and going. And at first you may be making $10 off of $1,000 on a daily basis, but then all of a sudden you start making 20 and 40 and 80 and 60, and next thing you know you're up into the hundreds and thousands that you're making on a daily basis. Same concept. So it felt really good to get that going again. We will continue to work on our taxes today, and we will still maintain the primary source of income duties, and we're still kind of putting the once invested on hold. I did not really watch Fox News yesterday. I did have it in the background and was listening to it, which is probably a better scenario. Still allowed me to stay kind of engaged with what is happening in the world, but at the same time, allowing me to focus on what I need to, instead of having to focus my eyes watching what's going on, sitting back in a relaxed state, and then because of exhaustion, just falling asleep. So that was a good plan. Let's try and continue that today. I did stop by yesterday and grab some groceries, so that I've got some cereal at work and some almond milk. And for some reason, I'll share this with you. For some reason, the last 24 hours, it's been on my brain that it would really be nice if Brianna, if you would share wisdom with your sister, since she's now working in the same company as you, to, without divulging your little nest egg, share with her the beauty of the 401k that she has the ability to tap into at work. And instead of disclosing an actual dollar amount, maybe disclosing, that, hey, I've got over 6 figures inside of my account already, saved up, for retirement. And, once it's out of your paycheck, you don't see it, you don't miss it. And it would really be great if you would share that information with your younger sister. And hopefully she'll be receptive to what you have to share with her. And she'll sock that away and do that on a regular basis, so that she's got a nice nest egg for her and the family, to set her up for the remainder of her latter years. So hopefully she's watching what you're doing, and we'll tap into that. And Christina, if you're watching this video, hopefully you've taken your sister's advice. And, hopefully you recognize that it's not a matter of speaking down with you, it's speaking down to you. It's a matter that she would be reaching her hand to you to help lift you up and take you to that next level. So hopefully getting the girls on the right path will help also motivate the boys. I don't know what their financial situation is. I know that Thomas is a workaholic. I'm not sure about Ryan and Matt, but hopefully Thomas has got his stuff all situated. I know he's going through some challenges in relationships, and that's a good life lesson. And no matter what, I love you wherever you're at. Never look down at you. Never going to say anything bad about you. It's a matter of those are experiences in life, and sometimes when you stop blaming other people, and you start looking at, hey, this is a lot more difficult than I thought it was. It's a challenge. It can be overcome, but we all make mistakes. I made my mistakes, obviously, as you all know, and hopefully you don't go down that same path, and hopefully you learn to protect yourself, and are successful in anything and everything that you do. All the boys and all my girls, I love you all to death, including Christina, Brianna, Thomas, Ryan, Matt, and Aaron, and then also Tracy's kids. I adopt them as though they're my own, and obviously love all the grandkids as well. So I'm almost to work. I'm going to go ahead and end that. I wish you all prosperity in life. I hope that every day that you find yourself in a learning situation, even our failures are learning situations that we can use to enhance our life. Sometimes it's best not to learn from our mistakes, but rather to learn from others' mistakes. And sometimes you want to do the opposite, which I'm sure many of you feel that I was a total failure, and you thought that whatever it was that I was doing was a failure. So if that's a failure point, do the opposite, and you'll get a different result, and hopefully it gives you the results that you're looking for. So at that, I'm going to end this video and take on the day, and I'm going to use this time, maximize it, get the most out of it, sit down and learn myself something new today, and go from there. So I hope you all have a great day. I love you all, and I will talk to you again.